this is a different angle I'm filming from. Not sure how often this will happen, and I'm actually waiting for my camera to charge. So yep, I'm just back on the phone. I can literally interchange the devices back and forth. It is what it is. I'm still very much so a novice, learning everything as I go. And I'm gonna do a follow-up video on the actual camera itself. I appreciate your patience with me. What people were very impatient about, however, Kobe's making their return, and that was one of the very big announcements by Nike following their Q4 quarterly earnings call. Hey, Kobe's are gonna come back. I just want to touch on a few things, not necessarily the shoes themselves, but yes, the shoes play a factor, and we understand that Kobe being the beloved figure he was. I mean, for me, I'm not wearing it right now, but I have 2 Mamba chains that I wear on a consistent basis. I'm rocking my Kobe tee right now. Kobe mentality, Mamba mentality, all of that continues to, you know, help drive just different actions and routines and discipline that I have, and accountability to myself and to my goals throughout my everyday life. It likely can do the same for you, other athletes, or people just aspiring to not be complacent. I love that for us, if you're part of that. For the shoes though, my goodness. So I don't know if I would want to actually be like a higher up at one of these brands. I don't. And I mean, that's not my profession. I don't actually work within sneakers outside of doing this on the side creatively. So I'm in the clear because it feels as if there's like no pleasing anyone. And I've said this before in sneakers, but we got the announcement. Kobe's will make their return. It's probably like just before Mamba Day. And if you don't know, Mamba Day is August 24th. Makes sense. 8/24. Okay. Just in case somebody lived under a rock. So we're expected to see those release. As of right now, following his passing, there were like a few ways that you may have acquired Kobe's, or maybe just even in the past, right? So maybe you were just a really avid fan. You could have been just a fan of Kobe. Maybe you were a fan of the Lakers and a fan of Kobe, or just his shoes in general. You might have been able to get them for bargains and steals, because if we all know this, Kobe's were just readily sitting and you were able to go in and walk in and get them. And for people that actively still play basketball on a regular basis, that was amazing for them. It was amazing for men's players, women's players, youth. It didn't matter if you wanted to play in Kobe's, that was your favorite basketball sneaker, then you were able to acquire it, go into the store and get them. Now, it was still a little bit difficult depending on if you were a smaller size. If you were like myself, you may have found a few steals and deals on eBay. So that was one thing I was able to do. I'll go ahead and toss a pair up here so you can see them. I think I really paid like maybe $35 or something for this pair. I might have had a gift card to help go along with it, but nonetheless, it was a pair that I didn't have to pay a lot for. eBay is Bay. Shout out to them for making that possible pretty much. So you were able to acquire some steals and deals. Pairs were either readily available for retail, or maybe just really low resale. Like the resale could have been below retail at a really good bargain. Great. Once he passed though, it was really a little bit different, right? So you may have lucked up and been able to purchase a pair, right? So I lucked up in being able to get my hands on the GG pair, pretty much the Sweet 16 that released, and that was memorable, you know, in so many ways, but we understood that that definitely rocked some of the good faith that is already lacking with Nike in terms of how things happen on Nike Sneakers app with exclusive drops, and that is something they need to continue to work on, to improve on, with the transparency, with the accuracy of how those drops select the winners, because it muddles everything, and it does dampen. It certainly dampens the good faith that consumers may have, especially those that have been dedicated and loyal fans and they just want Kobe product. Or you could have taken the other route, which a lot of us have done. It's just not the most feasible. You pay resale because you really want a pair. It just is what it is. Like, you want the pair. So you suck it up and you pay resale. I did that. I treated myself to the Kobe 6 Grinch, and I had to pay that price. If that's not something you want to do, I totally respect it and I understand it. And there are a lot of people that will not want to pay that price. And I'm not mad at them about that. However, with the pairs supposedly coming back, like, I guess I don't have to say supposedly or allegedly, it should just be a real thing. Have you paid attention to like the different perspectives that are coming from this? And in terms of all of the different thoughts being thrown out there within sneakers, I will say this respectfully. I can actually understand where each and every person is coming from. Some people don't even want Kobe's necessarily come back and be sold because they do feel like it's a little exploitative against him being gone. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, I get that. I do. People are a little concerned. Is this going to honor the wishes in terms of the stock numbers that are going to come out, that maybe Vanessa and Kobe's estate wanted them to be readily available for everyone? Like, is that going to be the thing? Is that going against the wishes that him and her wanted together for his shoes? We don't know. So I respect that stance. Some also just don't want the shoes to be released because they feel like it makes them feel a little bit more special because they have pairs and other people don't. Just get over yourself if that is your stance. I get where you're coming from, but still get over yourself if that's your stance. The other part for people that want them back, they're just hoopers. They just want to play in them. They just want to hoop in them. They don't want to pay resale. They don't want to pay $600, $700, $800 for a pair to then like beat them into the ground. Because if you're somebody really balling every single day, I'm just going to be real with you. You're going to run that pair into the ground relatively fast. And if you don't have NBA money, it might not be that easy. Just go ahead and just acquire tons of pairs. I get that. So some people are very eager for them to come back, but you may be apprehensive. Like myself, because is the stock going to be there? I just, you know, I don't know if stock is going to be there. I would love to say yes, it will, but I'm realistic and I'm very pragmatic. I don't know that stock will be there. I would love for that to happen because those in youth basketball, I mean, the youngest ages on the way up, they want the shoes, whether it's for lifestyle or actual performance. You just want to be able to have these pairs. I too would love to snag a few more pairs of Kobe's and it not break the bank. So I'm with you there. I'm a little apprehensive. Pretty much I need them to show me what is this new experience going to be like in buying Kobe's. There's the other side to this that seems whiny, little entitled, never gonna be enough. And I'm just talking about us finally getting an idea, right? These are just ideas of what the Kobe's would be coming up. Now we know the triple white 8 is set to drop August 24th on actual Mamba Day, which is, hey, all white pair, you go ahead with that. Gonna be hard to keep clean, I won't lie if you're wearing them on the court, but hey. All white pair dropping the Kobe 6 Pro Trail Reverse Grinch in holiday season, December 16th. I've already said from jump, this is one of the pairs I really, really wanted. So I am hoping to be able to get my hands on this. I mean, you guys already know, like I have this and I love this. So I really do want them. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We have other speculative mock-ups of what we could see. So a Kobe 4 could come back in the black and university gold, December 26th. The Kobe 8 court purple could come back February 8th. The Radiant Emerald pair could also drop, which is another Kobe 8, February 8th as well. So pretty much like two different pairs would drop on the same day. I'm on nice kicks though. Have you looked at some of these comments? So, I mean, people are just, we need the OG colorways, bringing out the weakest possible colorways. As a huge Kobe fan, this is extremely underwhelming. Too bad. Well, somebody said they're uncomfortable. I find Kobe's very comfortable. But the design team got really creative. It's just, man, at least give us a better colorway. Only the 6 for me. So people said they really wanted Kobe's back. You didn't put any conditions on that. You just said you really wanted Kobe's back. So now they're giving you Kobe's. That's not enough. Do we see why? I don't know that I would want to work in the positions that have to make these choices because, you know what? Maybe they're starting small. I'm guessing there's a plan. I don't know the plan. I'm not in that world, but they are giving you Kobe's again. So it's always a thing of they're giving you something. It's just never going to be enough to some. Some will be happy, some won't. If you do feel that way though, do us a favor, just leave those pairs there, especially the pairs you feel are just not something you would wear lifestyle wise. That means maybe people that want to wear them on the court, they can certainly wear them on the court. That's just where I stand. We have to just get to a point, I think, in sneakers where we stop complaining about every little thing. Every little thing. You wanted Kobe's back, you have Kobe's back. You wanted a lot of other pairs back in terms of Jordans and Nikes, and it may have taken some time, but you eventually got them back. We knew there was a possibility we may never see Kobe's again, so now you're actually having a chance to get them. Can we just be content with that for a second? Or if it's that dire of a need for you to have the pairs you really want, go pay resale for them. Or stop complaining. I don't know, it's just like this entire, like that's all we see. It's just complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. Oh, be better. Just be better. With all the complaining, it sounds really soft also. We know how Kobe felt about that. So just a few of my thoughts in relation to Kobe's coming back. Longer video than I anticipated, but I appreciate you if you tuned in and you stuck around this long. If they were to bring back any Kobe, model, colorway, put it in the comment section of this video. Please be sure to check out my other video in relation to pairs I wore in June and movies I saw. Be sure to comment there. Curious to know which movie you may have liked best, which pair you may have liked best. Kind of have my thoughts on which ones those are going to be because I wore, well, yeah, some really loved pairs. As always, act your age, not your shoe size, especially with Kobe's coming back. Peace.